Hey, Hill Tribe. Welcome to HealinMi. I am me, the messenger, where we are healing me. This is going to be the daily energy check-in to see what messages come out to help us on our journey in all areas of life. My intentions is always asking what areas do we need messages in emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. I'm so sorry that I'm just now getting this out. It's been a super busy day, but I have been trying to get to this moment to have the space and time to do the messages, because the messages are for me as well. I go back and listen to them every single day, and I also journal how it has applied. So you may want to keep a journal and be able to see how things are transforming in your life. Just see how you continue to prosper, So please join us on the HealinMi YouTube channel. The link is in the bio for the HealinMi channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. All right? So spirit guides, angels, ancestors, guardians of the highest white light, in Jesus' name, I thank you for clear, concise messages that help assist us to be the best versions of ourselves in all areas. Show me the cards I need to see and the words I need to speak. Thank you. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So where there's been problems, resistance, where we haven't been seeming like we've been having progress in our lives in areas that have seemed like have been stagnant, or just a lot of obstacles, or just not a lot of growth, or not a lot of expansion, maybe not a lot of results that we thought we should see, or anticipated results, where there has been stagnant energy, or where there has not been results. Now we're going to start seeing results. Areas that we've been growing in mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, cycles are coming to an end. And when cycles come to an end, that means new cycles begin that better serve us. That means we learn some lessons, and that's allowing some cycles to come to an end in areas that has been maybe challenging for us to grow. But do remember that growth and change is part of why we come here. We cannot experience life in the best form that we are intending to spend it if we don't allow ourselves to grow and be challenged. Hey, baby. To grow and be challenged, right? Growing is where you see what you're made of. Growing is where the human part of you gets to witness the God part of you, right? And that's where you get to expand and experience life, right? That's where you get to create life. That's where you get to see life from the eyes of the divine that's looking back through you, that wants to express itself in these bodies, right? So in whatever areas that life has been asking for us to grow, and that may feel challenging, right? In those areas, that's what it's calling tough cycles. Those areas where we are learning, those cycles are closing in our lives, which is opening doors for new cycles, new ways of thinking, new ways of balancing ourselves emotionally, new ways of how we show up and respond to life, new ways of processing information, not being in victim mentality, being more confident, knowing things that are designed to work out for us, that things are always working out for us, even when it doesn't look and feel like it is, right? And so those are the cycles, those are the areas or those are the cycles and areas that are coming to a close, because they're allowing newness in, a new us in. The new us has emerged in those areas, and now those cycles that have been challenging for us before are now not as challenging. Now we've passed the test. Now we've took the baby steps to apply that new thought process, that new way of being, that new way of living, that new way of responding and reacting to life. Now we've taken those baby steps to show that we really have learned the lesson, so that the lessons don't have to repeat themselves and show up again. Now those areas, we're moving forward. Those are the tough cycles that are moving forward for us, right? Which of course is bringing in new levels of living, right? More abundant living. Abundance is not just physical, financial. It's on all of those areas if you really are living an abundant life, right? Because that means you're healthy and balanced. Definitely, I'm getting the energy of goals being reached, or rewards for meeting the goals is what's trying to come out. I couldn't get the word out. Money, resources, breakthroughs. Capricorn energy is definitely about, Capricorns know how to make that money, right? And they're about their money. They're about their stability. They're about having nice things and it being able to be provided for, right? They are providers. So the financial provisions that have been needed are coming through, are coming into fruition, okay? So we can expect that between now and the full moon. It's going to start showing up in our lives in different areas. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? Ooh, wow. Whatever it is, it has a lot of energy. Let's see what it is. Oh, come on, can I get to it? Oh, I don't know if I can get to it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Oh, beauty. So 20 breaks down to 2. So partnerships, that can be in love. Definitely self. Okay, this is definitely where we're growing. New beginnings in how we love ourselves, how we see ourselves, being less critical of ourselves, loving ourselves unconditionally. Okay. Stop finding something wrong with us every time we look in the mirror. Every time someone compliments us, now we know how to appreciate the beauty that others see in us, right? How to take a compliment. And even sometimes we're learning how to compliment ourselves, right? How to be our own cheerleaders, right? Love that body while you're trying to get in weight, while you're aspiring to change that body. Love that body. If you start loving that body, start telling that body how you love it when you walk by, it's like, you showing that body, I love you, stay happy and hearty. Then you're connecting to the divine and how it sees that body, that body is perfect, because it ain't the body who makes the body, it's the soul who makes you. It's you who is perfect beyond measure. You came here perfect, right? You came here to have the ability to choose, to experience life, to have the choice of how you want to show up and respond, to experience and to collect data, right? So now we're starting to look at ourselves the way that we came into this world, looking at ourselves before we got other experiences that convinced us otherwise, right? So seeing the beauty in our creations, in all around us, in our work efforts, and appreciating where we are. That's what Spirit is saying. Thank you. Appreciating where we are while we have been waiting for those tough cycles to move, or for things to get better, or to start seeing the goals achieved. We started appreciating where we were. We stopped seeing the problem and started seeing the beauty in all that we had, in all of those situations, in all of those relationships, in all of the things that we were wanting to change and wanting to press the fast forward button through life. we started seeing the blessing. We started seeing, what is it trying to teach me? What is it trying to say to me, so that it can move on? And that's why those cycles and those lessons have been learned. And now we have new beauty emotionally, physically, spiritually, intellectually, and financially. Now we're blind. Sorry, I had got a call. In those areas, right? Now we're loving on ourselves, right? Now we're loving life. Now we're realizing that all things are working for our good. And it told us that in the Bible, right? All things work for the good for those who love the Lord, right? And so it don't say some things. It don't say, oh, the only the things that you don't really stress about, or only things that you really, really pray hard every day about. No, it said all things, okay? And so we are what we believe, right? So we're starting to see the beauty in all that. We're starting to allow ourselves to transform and blossom into the beautiful beings that we are, that the divine always knew that we were, but we couldn't see it with our human eyes, right? Before we allowed the growth to happen, right? We went through some things to get to this self-value and view of ourselves and level of living. We went through some things to pass these tests, right? To allow the tests to move and the cycles to be learned. Once we learn the lessons, we went through some things to learn the lessons to get it right? To allow these cycles to close out and to allow the new person in all of those areas to show up in our life, since we are what we think, and as above, so is below, right? So partnerships are how we enter partnerships, how we negotiate partnerships, business, relationships. Now we're standing up for what we want. Now we know that what we want matters. Now we know that we're nurturing our inner child. We're nurturing our inner gods. We are showing up and showing out our light. We're not dimming our light for others. We're saying, this is what I need. Okay, you need that. I need this. Let's negotiate, see what works best for everybody's highest good. We're speaking up. We're not just going with the flow. We're not being people pleasers. We're not getting messed over because we didn't speak up, because we don't want to rock the boat, or what if they don't want to do it? What if they don't think I'm worthy? We're saying, this is what I'm worth. This is my services worth. This is what I bring to the table. And this is what would really work out best for me, so that I feel good coming to do this, and doing my part, so that we can continue to let this ball roll and move forward. So negotiations, we're showing up the way that we should, right? In confidence, right? Knowing that we were born to win, born to succeed, and only capable of successful outcomes. Knowing that our income is always increasing, right? That everywhere we turn, we prosper. That everything we touch turns to gold. You know, when you make that be your thought, and it controls those negative, low vibrational thoughts of lack and self-worth and poverty and low self-esteem, then that trickles over to all of our actions, our beliefs, the way we work, the way we approach relationships, the way we go after our goals, the way we go show up day to day in life and respond as who we are, right? That is what has changed in us. And the more we do that work, the more we catch on fire more and more and more, and the more we light up more and more and more. And then when you don't want to go back to the old ways, right? We don't want to relive these cycles. We want the new cycles. We want the good shit in life. We want the ebb and flow. We want the things that have been stored up for us all this time, that we were getting in the way of ourselves, that never got to land. We want the windfall of abundance. We want the success of a lifetime, romance of a lifetime. We want the emotional health. We want the mental health, right? I just lost a dear brother that killed himself. Mental health is real. It's something that we don't talk about because we can't see it, right? But it is, everything forms in our mental health. We are everything in our lives is a reflection of our mental health and our mental health, the management of our thoughts, right? Because thoughts are things, right? And we got to bring that back to our awareness before we start to realize the control you have over everything, which is in yourself, right? Everything we're needing to be all that we want and came here to be is within us, right? Higher power. We're stepping into our higher power, right? 4, stability. Those cycles that are opening up now in all areas of our lives that we have grown, right? Because those old us, the old us is leaving us, and the new person is enjoying life and living life to its fullest. We're stepping into our higher power. We're being led to our higher power, and that's bringing stability into all areas of our life, right? We're being led by spirit and not our human side, right? We're letting spirit, our higher self, the infinite spirit that's in all living, our soul power to guide us. We're listening to our inner voice to guide us, to not react, to know that we don't have to bring ourselves down to a vibration to match a person's vibration just because our old human ego side would have wanted to let them know who they was dealing with. Now we're going to pray for you and know that you are only doing that to trigger me or to try to trigger me because you're used to my old way of showing up to life, my old way of experiencing life, my old way of processing things, and you're used to my old energy. But I've changed, I've grown, because that's what I came here to do. I'm sorry that you're still standing where you are, or you're not comfortable enough to move through your darkness and your baggage, so you want to trigger that. So when you let your higher power guide you, you can see things from a higher power's perspective, unconditional love perspective, for that same thing that your human side wouldn't have had no patience or no patience. I got no patience and I hate waiting, okay? Like Jay-Z said, right? So when you're in your human side, no patience, hate waiting, selfish, can't see things from other people's perspectives, not understanding, definitely not, the love is conditional. It's, I love you until you piss me the fuck off, right? Now, it's a problem because you're not doing what I want you to do. That's not love, right? And that's why it's not God, right? So we're letting ourselves be love, right? And to be love, we had to let some stuff heal, and it wasn't easy to heal. And I don't know what's going on with that. It was like the sound was going off. I hope it record all my hard work. What else other than higher power? Everything, because we said that we were letting our light shine and not dimming it for anyone. That it was bringing in stability. Let's see what the last final closeout message will be. This angel of prayer. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. So in those, while we're closing out these cycles that may feel uncomfortable, anything that we're needing, know that we are provided for, right? So ask and it is given. Ask your angels, your guides, your higher power, whatever you believe, to help, and it will show up. Okay, that's the message. Stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. New life, an exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. Absolutely. So be who you are and be great. I love the light in you. I am miocravonne. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be awesome. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.